a tempo, e o sol que batia ardia. Nem tudo era dureza, tinha natureza e o mar pra mergulhar. Eu já sei remar contra a maré, mas não venha me pedir pra andar de ré, pois é. Ah, já sou gato escaldado nessa trilha ando descalço. Não é você que vai fazer eu tropeçar ou duvidar ou tropeçar ou duvidar. Tenho esse mar todo, todo pra olhar. Tenho as estrelas infinitas pra contar. Tenho sol brilhando e os patos nadam em par. Meus passos vão mostrando o prazer de observar as flores no caminho. É um agrado que Deus deu, um dia após o outro. Foi o que Ele prometeu. É, pode crer, não preciso de você. Tenho esse mar todo, todo pra olhar. Tenho as estrelas infinitas pra contar. Tenho o sol brilhando e os patos nadam em par. Meus passos vão mostrando o prazer de observar as flores no caminho. É um agrado que Deus deu, um dia após o outro. Foi o que Ele prometeu. É, pode crer, não preciso de você. vai ter carnaval, até que enfim um descanso pra não passar em branco. Uma cerveja na mesa e tá bom. A fábrica de confete fechou e Ivete se aposentou. A loja de Abadá virou padaria e o trio elétrico foi pra sucataria. Não vai ter murro no olho, meu do chiclete tá de molho. Não vai ter caravela na avenida, nem história de ancestrais da colonização. Não vai ter carnaval, até que enfim um descanso pra não passar em branco.
I'm out for the walk around.
Uma cerveja na mesa e tá bom. A fábrica de confete fechou e Ivete se aposentou. A loja de Abadá virou padaria e o trio elétrico foi pra sucataria. Não vai ter murro no olho, pelo do chiclete tá de molho. Não vai ter caravela na avenida, nem história de ancestrais da colonização.
Good evening, everyone. Bonsoir, boa tarde, buonasera. Welcome to Phil That Flies and to this very exciting TAP Air Portugal flight from here in Tenerife Sur up to Lisbon, where we are going to be having a look for the very first time on stream at MK Studios' relatively recent Lisbon airport scenery for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and also some rather nice freeware photogrammetry that brings a lot of life to the town. This is a stunning approach, certainly to runway 3, but either direction is good. And it looks like runway 3 is in use this evening, so we should see a little bit of the city as we fly in. A very warm welcome to everyone who is here. Your ears? Am I too loud? Is the APU too loud? How can I help, boss? Oh, or was the intro too loud? The intro is supposed to be loud because it's supposed to snap you out of your reverie and get you ready for the stream. No, so we're not in live time. We're flying this flight as it actually flies, which is a 14:15 Zulu departure. Sorry, 14:15 local departure. So we're currently at about 1:45 in the afternoon. Oh, APU noise is too loud. The traffic is loud. Gosh. Let me turn the sim down a little bit then in my volume mixer. I normally do that, but I just wonder if the update has fooled it and it thinks it's... Is that a little better? Is that better? Well, I hope so. If it isn't, we'll get on board and it'll be quieter in here anyway. So, who is here? Demetrius is here, welcome. The nice Russian person who I'm ever so sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I don't want to butcher it, but nice to see you. Thank you for the New Year wishes. And Mason Jason, Alpha Bravo, Jonathan, Martin, Gabrielle, who else? Jenny, Marker, James, Brownie, Linus, Gnome, Demetrius, haven't seen you for a while, lovely to have you back. Leo K, this is your favourite airport, is it? Awesome, I'm glad we're able to show it off in sim. I've flown in here once before on a VATSIM event in shared cockpit with Ben, but yeah, not since then. Not since then. Was it better before I went into the cockpit? No ATC here, however, there should be ATC in Lisbon, because as Wojtek found out, there is someone doing their Lisbon approach exam, I think. So they're going to suddenly have more than they bargained with to deal with. So that'll be fun for them and for us, I hope.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
So I have an EU first officer. They're not specific about where he's from, but I thought we'd have a little change, seeing as we're flying Air Portugal. So yes, you've got me and a non-specific EU first officer who has done a little bit of setting up, as you heard, just got back from the walk around, and we'll get the overhead panel sorted out. We'll get the AP on in a minute, and we'll start setting up the aircraft. I mean, there's no way he would be. There's no way he'd be ready. Let's have a look. Departure runway should be... yeah, 07. Correct. Right, crew oxygen supply can come on. We'll arm the emergency exit lights. Seatbelt signs on, no smoking is set to auto. I've put him on gardening leave for now, Jen. Just put him on gardening leave. No, as I said earlier, I'm not in live time. I always simulate flights when they actually flew. So we're having a 14:15 local departure, so in about 25 minutes' time. So yeah, this is the new MSFS update, which I downloaded this afternoon. Haven't had time to update my content manager stuff, but hopefully that shouldn't matter. I don't think we've got anything in this general area. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. Hopefully nothing too serious has been broken. Good evening, Richard. Yeah, I know. And Crisscross, Happy New Year to you too. Welcome back. Welcome back. Jonathan, you're loading in. Awesome. This is the first time Jonathan's going to be flying along with us. So yes, it's exciting for everyone. Right, so to set up, we'll go to the ATSU menu, the AOC menu, and we'll go to init pres. Request the data. So a 2-hour and 1-minute flight this evening. That's what we're expecting. And we'll sort out our weight and balance. So OFP request, 101 passengers, and some
traffic
stuff.
907 kilo, taxiing to runway 074, Mako 58.
And we'll start up the AFB. You'll notice we've got a nice TAP Air Portugal cup here. I really like this livery. They've done a good job with it. New Bricks, welcome. On time again in Ryanair punctuality. You haven't missed much, boss. You haven't missed much. Good. We'll do our fuel now. I never remember which page it's in. Clipboard page, of course, dispatch page. And looking at our flight plan today, we want... Standby. We want 6,966 kilograms to get us from here to Lisbon. And onto our alternate should we need to divert. We won't need to divert, don't you worry. What is this thing going on here? We're doing a flight from Tenerife South to Lisbon. We're not seeing Santa today. No, Santa's still dozing, I think, after Christmas. I downloaded the A32NX mod via the fly-by-wire installer. Content manager updates were planes and some of the handcrafted air. Oh, great. Okay, nothing to worry about. Okay, so that's that done. Sango, you tell me, you're here watching. Why are you here to watch me fly a plane? We'll wait for the uplink. You've been sat on the MSFS loading screen for 10 minutes, like when loading into the actual flight. Ooh, I've had it take that long as well. And the bar goes all the way to the end and you think it's hung, but sometimes, usually in fact, it will spawn you in. It will spawn you in. That's very helpful, Nubrix. Thank you very much indeed. Christ. Right. Let's import our 0 fuel weights and our 0 fuel weight centre of gravity. And we've got 6 points. Well, in fact, we've got 7 to the nearest 100 kilograms, haven't we? Yeah, 7 tons of fuel. And I'm just going to quickly calculate our takeoff performance figures. Have not had a chance to do that yet. TPC, there it is. Right, so we are in an A320. Runway length here at Tenerife South is 3,200 meters. Airport elevation is about 200 feet. Wind component. Do you know, I haven't even checked. METAR, GCTS, winds are 050 at 12 knots, so that is going to be a headwind.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are you good to start boarding?
Yes.
South traffic 18
Okay.
07 kilo, lining up runway 07.
Outside air temperatures are balmy 19 degrees. Very nice, and it's pretty well. It's warmish in Lisbon as well. So for once, we've got some nice weather today. Hopefully for the whole flight, I think. Famous last words, I know.
Last station, your mic is very, very quiet.
I heard him all right. I don't know. I see. Didn't recommend you click for. Oh, welcome. I hope you enjoy it, Sengo. Good evening, Simon. How are you? How's your flight to Australia going? Or have you done it? The 5-hour loads long when installing a new version, so the first load. Yeah, I think that's true. What do I think about the new Boeing 737NG? I'm very excited about it. Very excited about it. I've been flying it a lot in P3D. And we're going to be doing more of that later on. Later on? I don't mean later on. I mean next week. That's what I mean. Yeah, I got sick of waiting for the MSFS version, so I just bought it. 58240 is our takeoff weight. We'll use flaps 1, we don't need anti-ice, and the runway's dry. So we're doing all of this just to get our flex takeoff temperature, which is 67 degrees. See, now the Sims feels really quiet to me. I don't know about to you. I might have just turned my headphones volumes down, I'm not sure. Transition altitude here in Lisbon is going to be 6,000 feet. And we'll let the plane calculate its own V-speeds. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oob. 126. 131, and we'll just get rid of that VR speed. Oh, we can't. Maybe it'll just recalculate it for us. Yes, it will. 126, 127, 131 for V1 rotate and V2. Good. Yeah, I'm still. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's nice to be back in the A32NX. It feels a bit like coming back to an old. We're going to be cruising at flight level 380 today, but I'll only say that until such time as I get dreadful performance or the sim crashes and the updates ruin something. It must be said. Right, flight level 380 set, and we can have our before start checklist
Cockpit prep.
completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
ADRs.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
6960 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Baro ref.
1022 set.
1022 set. Down to the line.
Well, this first officer is proving to be a vast improvement over the last one so far. Good evening, Antonio. How are you? You're at full bar, still loading, going to speedrun checklist. Well, there are quite a few of us departing. In fact, while we wait for all the pre-flight stuff to be finished, let's see who's where.
Tenerife South, Winter 301, taxing runway 0.
We don't know this guy. To our right, though, we have Marker, who is in an A310. Ooh. And then over behind us here, we've got a line of CRJs. We've got Piotr, and we have Moradin in the middle. And at the far end, we've got Mr. Pete Conrad. And I'm really impressed that the model matching's working, because I have had some issues with
Winter 55 Juliet Whiskey, beginning taxi from stand E54 for runway 07.
I did. Well, I put him on gardening leave, Mark. He needs to have a little bit of time off to think about how he behaves, you know? I'm good, thank you, Antonio, yeah. I know, I'm not used to competent first officers either. I'm sure it won't last. You know what we haven't done? We haven't set up for our departure, which is a bit stupid, isn't it, seeing as I've already done all these speeds. So we're going off runway 7, and we are following the Conba 8 Echo. So we'll insert that. Because we've got a little bit of time to spare, we may as well plan our arrival into Lisbon as well. So we're going to be doing the ILS 03 if nothing changes. And the Ligra 8 Alpha arrival via PESEX. That's a fairly straightforward arrival.
Traffic, Eurotrans 33 Quebec,
the
pushing
APU
back
online.
Golf 23, facing east.
It is AIG, yeah. Yeah, it is. Why does VATSIM take away big plane? I don't understand the question, I'm afraid so. Hello from France, cheese and wine as usual. Happy New Year to you too, Al Bapino. Happy New Year. Nice tap livery, it is, isn't it? Yeah, I really like it, yeah. I did change the co-pilot, yeah. I thought it's time for a change, time for the old one to have a little bit of a rest. Maybe go back to training school. What do I think about the stable version of Flyby-Wire? It's very out of date. I would recommend the dev or the experimental version, to be honest. I don't think we need to wait really another 15 minutes.
Tenerife traffic, Moonflower,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. As you locate
The
your
APU online, the AP bleed, I should say.
Under the seat in front of you
Yeah, it's a bit too quiet now
larger
from the inside. I'm
items
just
in
going to
our
adjust my
overhead
volumes again.
If you need
Bring it up a
assistance,
little bit.
contact the flight attendant.
I think that's all
If
right.
you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door.
Yeah, no
and we will
caps
take
please,
it
Albert.
for you.
I'm using
Also review the
Streamlabs
safety
OBS.
instruction in your seat pocket.
Ciao,
If you are
Sergio.
seated
Welcome.
at an
How are you?
exit seat, also review
It's probably his
the
first day
exit
trying to make a
seating
good impression
criteria.
before he becomes lazy. Alex, hello. Sorry, but today you can't fly. Oh, that's a shame. Not to worry though. Not to worry. Plenty more to come. Time for a reorganisation in 2022 with the co-pilots. Yeah. I have. I fed him a lot of biscuits before starting. I think it's too late for the other one. He just hates me. But hopefully this one will start on the right footing. I don't know when I'm going to fly to Norway again, to be honest. I don't have any immediate plans to, but I do love it up there, so I'm sure it won't be too long. I don't understand that either, Sango. Right. We'll get the pushback tug in position ready for our pushback.
Tenerife traffic, Binter 65 Quebec is pushing back from stand Echo 56 onto Tango facing west.
Oh, interesting. Just decided to join. What are you flying along, Antonio? Or you just mean the stream? Arco, hello! Joined the stream for a few, but now he's back to work. Oh, shame. Bad luck. Hope it's not too busy for you. Biscuits making the first officer. Aussie MSFS pilot, good morning. You got up specially at 4:30 AM. Gosh, that's really untouched. Thank you. Nice to have you here.
Hey guys, all packs are on
El
board.
Pepino,
Are we
I
clear to
don't
close?
use the stable version. It's very out of date. I recommend the experimental or the development version. Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Will do. I should probably have changed her as well. Get a whole new crowd in. Never mind. Flying along if you still have time. Awesome. Yeah, well, I'm just about to push. I think that there's a couple of others yet to push. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Mark, you appear to be pushing in the wrong direction. Gosh, it's really busy here though, isn't it? Really busy. Right, anyway. Let's get the beacon light. Oh, I've done that.
Winter 55 Juliet Whiskey, holding short behind behind company aircraft.
Closed.
Are you sure about that? Beacon.
Tenerife traffic,
sure
Winter 56 Quebec
He
is
even says, "Are
taxiing
you
to
sure
runway
about that?"
7
Nicely.
via Tango and holding at the Bravo 0 hold point.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Tenerife traffic,
Set.
Winter 55 Juliet
Before start,
Whiskey,
check
holding
this.
short
Copy.
at Bravo 1, waiting for company aircraft to depart, then lining up 07.
Right, should we get going? There's really no reason to still use the stable. No, I agree. I agree. There's
Winter
7 of us,
55
wow.
Juliet, Tenerife traffic, lining up runway 07.
Wojtek's got a lot to say for himself this evening. You heard SU-10's patch notes are as follows. Add beverages, remove gravity, remove and sneezing sounds.
Traffic Moonflower 1460.
Well, you push back facing east, but we're going from runway 03 mark.
Delta 4 and
You can
Tango.
go round that way. I mean, I don't know. I was planning on pushing in the opposite direction to go straight along Delta to the other way, to the west. Right, I think we're good to go. Doesn't matter if you're a bit late, Jonathan. Scott, good evening, welcome, boss. Nice to see you. Sorry I missed your arrival. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Tenerife traffic, Air Portugal 112 Alpha, pushing back from stand Golf 25 onto Delta to face west. Starting engine 2.
Check.
Tenerife traffic, Eurotrans 33 Quebec, taxiing to runway
Once again,
07
ladies and gentlemen,
via
welcome on board today.
Delta
This is your
6
first
Tango
duty.
to the Bravo
Please
0.
direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat
God,
pocket.
that Ryanair's
Tenerife traffic, Winter 55 Juliet Whiskey, departing to the east via the Conduct 8 Echo.
I don't know, I haven't
Information
understood
signs
anything
and
that
posted
Sango has said
placards.
for the last 10
Fasten
minutes,
your
Scott,
seatbelt
to be
by
honest with
inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle.
Tenerife traffic, Winter 65 Quebec is entering runway 07 behind the departing company
Doors
aircraft.
are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the nearest
This is the
exit
best
to you and
jetways
note
you've
that the
seen.
nearest exit
Really?
may be behind you. In an emergency,
It's not
lights
bad.
will illuminate the aisle.
I
The
don't
cabin
love
is
it, I must say.
pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen mask will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing through the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth
Nice
with
bit
the
of
mask.
pushback tug
Place the
driving there, I
elastic
think
band
you'll
round the
agree.
head and tighten by pulling on the ends.
Starting engine 1.
Secure your own mask
Check.
before assisting others. Your life jacket is located under your seat. Tighten the strap.
Is the Eurotrans on a return flight to Portugal after bringing all the beer for the German tourists on
inflate your jacket. If the jacket fails to
Presumably,
inflate,
yeah.
use the tube placed near the neck. Your jacket is equipped with a light that will automatically illuminate in water.
Very, very quiet in here.
This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or in the lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located over your head. Thank you very much for your attention.
Tenerife traffic, Air Portugal 1129, push and stand Juliet 3 onto Delta facing west. Tenerife traffic.
Push God, yeah. Push God, we'll add that to the list, Simon. Bailey, good evening. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Traffic, run at
I know you're 8, Vincent. It was your birthday 3 days ago. I remember that. Happy birthday again. You forgot about the street. Well, you're here now, Treaty, when you haven't missed too much.
Departing runway 07.
And apparently they fixed track IR. We shall see. After start checklist.
Anti-eyes.
Off.
Ecom status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
Ooh, haven't done it. T. It's just one of those things that I forget almost every time.
1460, East holding short runway 07, Bravo 1.
25% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Almost forgot to smash the like button. Oh yeah, do smash the like button. And click the subscribe button as well if you haven't already. It would be very much appreciated. As Simon says. Thank you, Simon. Top mod. Top mod. I was wondering the same, Simon. Oh dear. But ever since Becky, I've been reluctant to ban people. Flight control check.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Flight attendants, please prepare.
Yeah, he's good, this guy. German, I think. Sounds German to me. Ooh, it's working. Awesome. Right, which way are we going to go? Let's see what's going on around us, shall we, before we make decisions. If there's people pushing back, then I'll just cut across onto Tango. Yeah. Yeah, I see no reason not to do that. Delta 5 Tango. Atlanta's showing me some stuff that really isn't happening. Tenerife Traffic Air Portugal 112 Alpha, taxiing via Delta 5 Tango to holding point Bravo 1 runway 07.
Tenerife Traffic, run at 86,000, 2 miles final, runway 07.
Are we sure the return of Becky wasn't an imposter? Not 100%, because we've only seen her the once. Why is he retracting my flaps? Okay, I'm no longer sure about this first officer. He might be a troll. He might pretend to be really good and professional and then just mess with my flaps. No, it's not your English, Sango. It's just that a lot of what you said, regardless of language, has been a bit odd. Like asking Scott why he's here, talking about a parking light which doesn't exist. Germany's pro-EU, so it has a good chance that the EU co-pilot is German. It's true. It's true. Oh, Jonathan, I'm sorry to hear that.
Tenerife Traffic, Moonflower 1460.
Have you spawned in at least?
Standing up on way to runway 07.
Just pushing back to Heathrow. Nice. From where, Bailey? A natural Ryanair airplane is connected to a jetway. They do sometimes. They do sometimes. Oh, sorry, I missed your message, Bailey. You're doing Paris Charles de Gaulle to Heathrow. Nice. Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Yeah, the departing traffic, no, we're going to be vacating runway 07 at Bravo 6.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 1 plus F set.
Config 1 plus F. E1, BR, E2, flex temp.
No border.
126, 127, 131, flexing 67 degrees.
V1, 1, 2, 6, VR, 1, 2, 7, V2, 1, 3,
Oh, you had to
1,
crash your
flex 10,
desktop.
6, 7 degrees, ATC.
Sorry, Jonathan. Happens all the time. Oh, you're flying into Paris. Oh, right. Oh, I'm pleased, Scott. I'm pleased you're enjoying. Yeah. I've missed it. I've missed it. Been doing a lot of P3D lately, and it is nice. It's nice to have options, you know? Now, is this marker? You're jealous of the weather in Tenerife. It's pouring rain in French Guiana, is it? Right, is there anyone else inbound? I don't think so. Set.
Ecam Memo.
Take off no blue. Take off no blue.
Runner is South Papa, vacated runway 07 at Ballroom 6.
Take off no blue. No, he's not being good now, is he? Set and checked.
Tenerife traffic, Moonflower 1460 is departing out of runway 07. Rasep 3
Take off no blue. Take off no blue.
Down to
Tenerife
the line.
traffic,
Ah, good.
Eurotrans 33 Quebec, lining up runway 07 after the departing traffic.
That'll be marker. Tenerife has good weather all year round, really. One of the best climates in the world. It's
Tenerife
true.
traffic, Air Portugal 1129, taxi and holding point, Bravo 1, runway 07 via Delta 4 and Tango.
God, it's so busy. Where's Managua? Where's that? Did confiscate the previous FO's custom SOP doll. Yeah, he might have just found them behind the iPad holder or something. Tenerife traffic Air Portugal 112 Alpha lining up runway 07 after departing traffic and holding 1 minute for separation. Kai, how could you
Cabin
forget,
crew,
boss?
be seated for takeoff.
Welcome.
Tenerife
Approach
traffic,
path clear of
Moonflower
traffic.
1460 after departure, passing 2800.
Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
07 confirmed.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
That poor controllerism, we're all going to overwhelm him, I know. I know. Seen the skies for the first time this year. Clouds have finally gone in Berlin. Oh, I'm pleased. Yeah, we had a clear day yesterday, but today, unfortunately, they've... Oh no, in fact, this morning it was nice. It's clouded over a bit now. But yeah, it has been quite nice today.
Tenerife traffic, Eurotrans 33 Quebec, taking off runway 07 and then following the Conva 8 Echo departure.
Can we have a checkometer? So far, he hasn't said check to anything he wasn't supposed to, this guy. Right, let's get in position. He tried disabling the FO checked option, but it just made him sulky. Told him we were taking off and he wouldn't look you in the Yeah, it's kind of his thing, isn't it? You can't take it away from him and expect him to be okay. Thank you, Martin. I was feeling a little bit, yeah, like I didn't know what to do with myself. Right, as I said, we'll wait here for a minute, which I'm going to time on the chrono, and then we'll go. What does this thing on the runway supposed to be? Which thing, boss? Bye, Sango. It just taxis the runway now. Nice, nice. What does light shaft setting do? I'm not too sure. I guess it's a bit like... What do you call it? Not... sort of like the God rays? So maybe sort of when you get sun glare coming through the clouds? But I'm not certain. What does this thing on the runway supposed to be? The plane. I thought it was an A... Ah! It's an A300. Mark is flying the A300 in X-plane. I hope there's nobody in that. It's an answer thing. Right, that's a minute. That'll do us. We'll reset the chrono. And we're taking on via the... Tenerife traffic, Air Portugal 112 Alpha, taking off runway 07, Honda 8 Echo departure. Ready?
Ready.
Take off.
Check.
He's still doing better than the last guy.
Thrust set.
And Flex 67, SRS, auto thrust blue.
Checked.
Anyone know why you sometimes get a runway and sometimes don't get a runway?
100 knots.
Checked. It's a bit
E1, rotate.
Oops.
Positive climb.
Gear up. Joystick, sorry, not joystick. Thrust quadrant gear lever was in the wrong position.
Gear up.
Autopilot 1. Simon the race is good. Yeah. Yeah. I think he proved himself.
Portugal 1129 lining up the runway 07. We'll be waiting a couple of minutes for separation.
And thrust levers down to climb. And going alright so far, isn't it? SID's looking beautiful, exactly as it should. Plane's flying, performance is okay. What's not to like? You get runway if you have an ILS frequency tuned in the RadNav page. Ah, okay. In fact, some airlines have the LS button on for takeoff for that reason. Well, not for that reason, but so that, yeah, I guess it is for that reason, to sort of maintain the center. Didn't know that. Thank you very much, Simon. I might start tuning that in. Maybe it has to do with... yeah, I mean, you could also be right, Martin. It could not auto-tune the ILS, just like on some sceneries it doesn't when you're arriving, I guess. Yeah, we got a new first officer, Kai. A European one. EU1, to be precise. Doesn't specify which part of the EU. But, yeah, I'm just sort of... Oh, hang on. Flaps 0. He's enjoying the views too much. Flaps 0. I was about to say I'd had enough of the lack of work ethic of the British guy, so I thought I'd try a neat European one, but he's not listening to me. I don't know if he's dozed off or what. Flaps 0.
Speed checked.
Oh, there we are.
Flaps 0.
Set standard. No, he can't respond to that. He's busy doing something. Turning off my nose light, I think.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 073. Now.
After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
Below the line.
Barrow ref.
Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
No, of course he's not a racist. Bloody cheek of that boy. Runway FMN also depends if there's ILS for both runway directions. If there's no ILS for arriving towards the departure, then it won't be shown on tube. Ah, okay. Yeah. Some of the approaches into Tenerife are amazing. One we were on when you went in October, you get to go around the whole island. Yeah, yeah. The departure's pretty cool for that reason as well. We're a bit high now to see it, but it does sort of turn you left over the eastern edge, and sort of the northeastern edge. It's near Santa Cruz to Tenerife, to be precise. Which card? Hello. I'm using a 1080 Ti. Arbex Gold. See you in 2050.
Tenerife traffic, Portugal 1129.
Still going for the second time round.
0 left, combo 8 echo.
South
departure.
traffic, EZ39991.
EU1. I use track IR. Sorry, Divage. I did see your message and I thought I'd replied, but now I know I haven't. Yeah. Yeah, I've only been here that one time because it's bloomin' miles from the UK, but it's not actually that far from Portugal or Spain. So yes, I think we'll have to come back. It is very broad, yeah. They are all a bit useless. An hour in the UFO is already getting lazy. Thank you, Mark. Sorry for the delay in answering that. We're cruising at flight level 380. Aussie MSFS pilot. Hayden, specs should work. But I'm having trouble with all of my bloomin' Nightbot commands. I don't know why. However, if you look in the video description, they're listed there. William, good evening, boss. How's life? Approaching to 08 is awesome flying between the islands. Yeah. It is. That's, in fact, I know it is. This is what I did last time. Yeah, it was awesome. How are you doing, Riley, anyway? Shall we have some tunes? Let's have some tunes, and then let's learn together about Club Filder, and then we can relax. We'll have some retro jazz, I think. Oh no, in fact, let's learn about Club Filder first, so that you can really concentrate. Fine, let's go. Here we are. So Club Filbert is my YouTube membership program, but there's one guy who can explain it far better than I ever could, and we're going to hear from him now. I can make it work. Yes.
Interested in joining Club Filbert? There's a join button below the video, and it tells you about all the different perks that you get at the different levels. But you know, some of the quotes we've had about Club Filbert membership is that you know, it's really changes your life forever.
Hit your ears, Matt.
Simon said the other day, when people say you can't buy love, it's not true. They just haven't joined Club Filbert yet. So yeah, it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do.
The thing is, right? Like, my life was absolutely miserable. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a house. I had no
Tenerife South traffic, AD-3991, Ghost 23, Sailor 2Y.
They just came knocking to my door, and they just asked one question.
It's as loud as it'll go.
Are you with Club Filbert Gold or just silver? Because if you're silver, only 5 of us are going to stay. If you're in gold, we are all going to stay. And to be honest, I told them, well, yes, I'm in gold, but I've already called 20 others who look much better than you, because I can do it. And you can have this life too. The only thing you have to do is see that little join button, and it is small and it doesn't look like much, but believe me, it will change.
Yeah. And that's where it cuts off. But the summary of that is Club Filbert will change your life. And it's very, very cheap as well. It's £1.99 a month for the entry tier, Club Filbert Bronze, and then it goes up in increments. So we've got 3 tiers: Bronze, Silver, and Gold. You get more perks the higher the tier. And if you'd like to know more, you can click the join button just underneath this video. Yeah, double the Club Filbert tiers. At least 50% more, Simon. Oh, I see. I suppose if you include Twitch. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can, if you'd rather, you can subscribe on Twitch to Club Filbert Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. Or you can subscribe here on YouTube to Bronze, Silver, and Gold. Entirely up to you. Whatever way you want to do it is absolutely fine by me. Just make sure you do it. Rasputin and Pyrite. Dear. LPPT, beautiful. It is stunning, isn't it? It is absolutely stunning, this simulator. Transport Gamer, welcome. I'm sorry I missed you there. You're doing good. Wanted to fly along today, but just got caught up in your homework and dinner and taking down the decorations. That does sound like a busy day, Riley. Yeah. I guess Nightbot went with your other first officer and is now on holiday. You wait long load, then crash your desktop, then add-ons don't work, then restart, now still loading. Well, I admire your commitment, Jonathan. I'd have probably given up after the first crash to desktop. So well done. Yeah, well done for persevering. 6 tiers is more poggers than 3. It is. And we have a number of dual members, in fact, who are members both here on YouTube and over on Twitch, so that they so that they get perks on both platforms and double the love from me. Because that's something that I don't think really we talk about enough with Club Filbert. You are essentially buying my love, and bringing us closer together. So yeah, the higher the tier, the more love you get. I should put that in the description, really. Maximum love, of course, for Club Filbert Emerald over on Twitch. And then it's sort of neck and neck between Sapphire and Gold. No, not Emerald and... Sorry, yeah, Sapphire and Gold. Then Silver, for sure. Then it's Ruby, and then it's Bronze. If you wanted to know the order of the love you get. Am I flying? Yes, I am. This is the new update from today. Yes. You're not on half rations, Alex. No, you've got the full whack. Well, double what you would have if you were only on one platform, but not quite as much as you would have if you were Emerald and Gold dual member. That's almost too much love, though, to be honest with you. On Twitch, a lot of you are forced into having joint memberships. It's true. Don't forget a welcoming cult-like family. A welcoming club-like family, I think, is what you were going for there, Tom. Hi, Transport Gamer. How are you doing? Never forced by... Oh, should we turn the seatbelt sign off? It's quite smooth. They could probably get up and walk around if they wanted, couldn't they? Hello, Suforms3T. Very well, thank you. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, 2,000 or 2,200, Leo, but it doesn't really matter because if you go into controlled airspace, they're going to give you a fresh score code anyway, so I generally don't worry about it. Some people say you have to squawk 2,000. Some people say you have to squawk 2,200. I believe it doesn't matter what you squawk if there's no controller online. Ruben, hello, boss. Welcome to the stream. How are you? interesting, Mark. So no, I didn't actually live in Hanwell. I lived in Acton, but I worked in Hanwell for a number of years when I was a paramedic. Yeah, really liked living in West London. Really, well, I liked Acton, I liked Hanwell. But I grew up in North London. Reuben, thank you very much for the sub. If anyone else hasn't yet subscribed, now's your perfect time. Click that big red button, and you can click the like button while you're down there if you wanted to. The Dancing Biker, good afternoon to you. Yes, ask away, ask away. What are you trying again, Mark? Michael, good evening, good evening. Great to see you too. Christmas was good. New Year's sucked because I was working, but there we go. I made money, and that's okay. It's not like I was going to go out clubbing in the middle of the pandemic, so it was all right. That's right, Mark. Yeah, that is right. Oh, sorry, did I miss it before? My apologies. I was probably blabbering on about Club Bilbo. Yeah, they were good times. So whereabouts in Hanwell did you live, Mark? I did, yeah. I worked a night shift on the 30th and the 31st. And last night, the night before, and the night before that. But I'm off now for like 9 days. Feels good. Yeah, sorry, right. I did respond to that, I think. But yeah, I appreciate the thought. Plenty more chances to fly along. And yeah, it sounds like quite a busy day you've had. Currently uninstalling everything from the community folder because there is a fix released. And yeah, the gold standard is you should uninstall everything from the community folder, but I never do. And so far it seems okay. It's a very small update just to fix some bugs, so if I was you, rather than deleting everything and putting it back, I'd just update, start the sim and see what happens. How do you do legs in MSFS? How do you mean legs? You mean waypoint to waypoint? Spectacular flying, no need to apologise. Welcome. I'm very well, thank you. Done with my nights. Had some dinner. Having a beer. Having a nice little flight. What's not to like? Oh, nice, Reuben, yeah. That was a hell of a flight. That was yeah. That was a long old haul, and as you saw, the performance on arrival was appalling. But we got there. We got there. It was good. It was good fun. Glad you enjoyed it. Gabriel Cabral, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, exactly. And I earned a lieu day from it, so that means more time off later in the year. What did you try, Tapneo? The Dancing Biker, you feel like your weather engine isn't working correctly in MSFS, as you have weather but can't really see any clouds on live weather, can't tell if it is how it is, or your sim's buggy. Check the METAR for the airport you're at and see how it compares. MSFS live weather has never been 100% accurate, but the other thing to do is press the B key and see if it changes the pressure here from 1013 to the local pressure. Yeah, feel free to tweet me, why not? It'd be quite interesting. I'll pop in if I'm about. Oh, a lieu day, L-I-E-U. So, in my job, and a lot of jobs, if you work a bank holiday, then you get a little bit of extra. Well, we have a choice between having like double pay, or we can get 1.5 times pay, and then a lieu day, which is a day that we can take as additional leave within 12 months. Flew from Genoa to London City yesterday. Oh, that is a nice route. What did you fly in? I used to be a paramedic, and yes. You think the community folder thing happened because some people made a change to the field shown when applying the update? I don't know. They do recommend. Checked. They do recommend. Asobo recommend removing everything from your community folder before every update because, an update could make certain mods incompatible. And I never bothered until Sim Update 5, and then everything stopped working, and I deleted everything, and then everything worked. But I think it's a lot of faff for something that might happen. Do you know what I mean? We went to Twyford Secondary School in Acton. What an awful school that was back in the 70s. Oh, really? I can't picture where that is. But yeah, I can imagine it was a bit dicey. Every plane spawns in, but not the fly-by-wire. Oh, you knew. Well, that was a long time explaining something for no reason, wasn't it? You're not using the stable build of the fly-by-wire, are you, Tapnir? Because they've said that that's not compatible with the latest sim update, so you need to use either the dev build or the experimental build. I'm using the experimental. A320neo into London City. Wow, it's not easy. Fair enough, Trudy. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, I think you're right, Alex. Yeah, that's the only reason why you would need to do it, isn't it? This update you didn't bother naming your community folder because it was a small update. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good. I'm glad it's working all right. As you can see, so far so good for me as well. I just wish there was a bit more than just sea between here and Portugal, but then you fly to the Canaries, that's what you get. No sense complaining about it. Yeah, good. Yeah, to be fair, I did it. It's one of the first things I did with the beta build of MSFS. No worries, Tapnio. I think that sorts it for you. Near the old bus garage on the Uxbridge Road. Oh, okay, yes, I can picture that. Yeah. Experimental has holds now! I really must read about these things. That's really good news. And one more thing, how do you set up wing view? Is that a YouTube vid kind of job? Custom wing views is a YouTube vid kind of job, but this isn't a custom wing view. This is one of the default ones, and I personally don't see the point of custom wing views anymore in the Neo because there are so many included. So this is a fixed camera view. So the last several, 6 is it, are all wing views, and there's I have a button by default which switches between them. So what I do, and your mileage may vary, is I press the insert button, which initially takes you to the drone cam, like this, so cockpit, back to the drone cam, and then I have a button on my joystick which puts you in the fixed views, and then you can use A and Shift A to switch between them, so that's what I do. But if you ask me how that button was bound to my joystick or which button is, I couldn't tell you. But it's somewhere in the settings. You're about to push back. Oh, I'm glad you managed to make it into the sim, and it's working so good. Hasn't everywhere in London though, Mark. Everywhere's gone up market, isn't it? This is a true paranormal story. My granddad was in the army, and when he was in Belfast at night on patrol, he noticed a figure, but when he began to chase him, he disappeared. I never. Once we have a decent long haul, it'll be C, and more C all stream long. This is true. Are the cloud heights fixed now? I don't know, Tullius. I think so. What were we supposed to have? Few clouds at 3,500 on departure. I mean, it was pretty clear, so it's a bit hard to tell. We'll make a point of checking it out at Lisbon, seeing how well the clouds match. But to be honest with you, the weather's never been that accurate anyway. You can check it by clicking on random waypoint. Yeah, I'll give it a go. It says in the patch notes, but it's hard to trust. It is, Tullius, I know. Experimental Tapnir, that's what I'm using. It's got more features. Generally, in the past, I found them just as stable. if not more so than the development version. What would happen if you flew through a flock of chickens? Well, you'd have a lot of blood on your plane, and there's a risk of them being ingested into the engines and the engines failing. No worries, Dancing Riker. You're sat here thinking, where's the chocolate? Why no cake? It truly is post-Christmas. Yeah, I've got a little bit of Stollen left, but that's it. Go on, let's have a look at this holding then. So if we... Oh, I've got a discontinuity as well. So if we wanted to hold at Comba... No, it's still greyed out for me. Not yet implemented, boss. Who told you that it was implemented? You'll be passing near my house. Oh right, where's your house? Is it like on the approach to Lisbon Airport? Quick. That's a good question, Bob. I think the chicken would probably come out as dust, to be honest with you. Or very, very small pieces of chicken. It was showing for you, really? On the latest experimental build, this is. Interesting. Maybe they accidentally released a different experimental version and then realised. I don't know. Because I literally just updated this before the flight. There is certain waypoints you can hold at, like on charts. You can see what points you can hold at. You should be able to hold at any waypoint. Yeah, exactly, Bob. On Almada, if you're on the runway 3 approach, pass right above. Oh, cool! We will be doing the runway 3 approach, I think, unless the winds change significantly between now and then. Thoughts on an IRL A320 video watching? They were going over any of the waypoints you can hold at. Not too sure now. Yeah, you can hold at any waypoint at all, really. The published waypoints, the published holdings are the ones that tend to be used on arrival, but theoretically you could be asked to hold anywhere. You think I should be on an odd level? I don't know. I don't think it matters, to be honest. Because this is Spanish airspace, isn't it? So we're going north. Oh, I'm going to Google it again. I always know it's different in Spain, but I can't remember how different it is. Yeah, Spanish FAR, south is odd, north is even, so we're right. You'll be looking at the sky waiting for me. Nice. Actually, FT should hold at any point. You've done them. Yeah. So October or November, you can't remember, was a crazy month. There were strong winds every day and some go-arounds too. Oh, really? Exciting for a spotter, not so good for the punters. If you're at the wrong flight level, might be a good way to test TCAS. Yeah. An oncoming Aer Lingus who nearly swatted Piotr out the sky. Oh, that was him, was it, who was questioning his flight? Well, if you're flying north in Spanish airspace, you should be on an even level. If you're flying south, you should be on an odd level. So I have to say, I think Piotr's in the wrong on this one. Yeah. We're not. No, you're probably right. I don't know. If you tell me we're not in the Spanish FIR, I believe you. We may still be too far south. But I would put money on flights to the Canaries following the same rules. I'm going to look one up now because I want to know for sure. I mean, we're in the Canaries FIR. We're in the Canaries FIR. I bet they use the same rules. Let's see what this actual flight did and put this to bed for once and for all. Yeah, he cruised at 360. So I am right. Aer Lingus is right. And Piotr, I'm sorry to say it, but you are wrong. In Denver the other day, an A320neo came very close to you. Now, you know, he just wanted to test his TCAS. Yeah. Yeah. So in this airspace, looking at flight radar 24, even flight levels for north, odd for south, exactly the same as Spanish. Your flight plan won't file TFG. What's TFG? Good evening, Jason. How are you? Flight plan won't file. Okay, something else. Enjoying the jazz. Good. Yeah, so am I. So am I. You know, jazz sort of a mood for this flight. Don't know. How are the sunny Canaries? Very nice and sunny. Bit windy, but very nice and sunny. Barely a cloud in the sky. Weather in... temperature in Tenerife was 19 degrees. I want to be there IRL, to be honest with you. Are you, Riley? Which one? Which one? Tenerife? As you're here, Jace, have a wink, boss. You're now for 6 days. Yeah, me too. Me too. Well, sort of. I'm technically off for 5 days, including today. But then I've got my spare week. And I only have to go in for that on Wednesday. So yeah, it's actually, yeah, it's 6 days and then a few more. Tenerife Sur again, love. Never been to Tenerife, only ever been to Lanzarote and Fuerteventura. So in fact, seeing as you ask, let's have a look at our route on Volanta. See, everyone can see exactly where. We are here. So here's Tenerife. This was our SID. Why have I got a double line there? Ah, because I'm looking at someone else's flight plan. Yeah, so that was our SID, as I said, went over more or less over the top of Tenerife Norte Airport. And we are flying north. Behind us we have Tom and Easy172. Don't know if they're with us, not on Volanta. My goodness me, there's a lot of people flying to Lisbon. Don't know where he's going. He's going to Manchester, okay. So, and then ahead of me, we have Marker ahead of him, Mr. Pete Conrad ahead of him, Moradin, and ahead of him, Piotr MKG. Has he heeded the warning? And no. He's still at an odd flight level. So yeah, good spacing. And here's Lisbon up here. So our plan is to... Yeah, this is our arrival. This is our star. So we're going to go up here, make a turn to the east, and then more or less straight in. In fact, exactly straight in, I would say, for runway 3. As long as the weather holds, which is a pogger's approach if ever there was one. Sorry. Tenerife's fantastic. You love it. I want to go. And I have a new day, it's true. Most people, the only downside is the long flight, but for aviation lovers, it's awesome and it actually goes quite quick. Yeah. It is a long flight, though. It is a long flight. I use Navigraph as well, but I quite like being able to see where everyone else is on Volanta. You witnessed one while you were in the football pitch for your team's practice session. It went around full throttle 600 feet above you and there were no buildings between us, just you and the A320. Ah, that sounds nice. Ah, you're Easy172. Awesome. It is going to be crazy in Lisbon, but they've got a lot of stands there. And this guy needs to be tested. Yeah, about 2 hours. Two hours, 1 minute predicted for today. Over the bridge with Jesus Christ in the back. Yes, that's right. That's right. And I've flown this approach loads in P3D, and it's one of my favourite approaches because you see so much of the city. But I've never flown it in MSFS, so I'm quite pogged. Quite pogged. Oh really? Just won't load in, Tamnia. The only other thing I can suggest is getting rid of everything else in your community folder so you can be sure that it's actually the A32NX that's causing the problem and not something else. Ground was shaking, yeah, I bet it was. I wish I had something to do underneath the flight path. Right, give me a genre or a decade for the music. Your choice. First I see that I like the sound of will do. I know. I was very worried this update was going to break everything, but it doesn't seem to have. And live weather so far has been fine. $12.20 is very specific, Tom. 80s, we'll go with 80s. Go on, we'll have some 80s tunes. So I don't think this is Sim Update 8, is it? Is it? I think this is just a hotfix. Sim Update 8 is the one that's coming out next month that is all about fixing things, I think. So they fixed the live weather. I did read the changelog earlier. What else have they fixed? They fixed problems with VR, they fixed problems with track IR, and they've done some other things. But I don't know what exactly off the top of my head. You can see the flight deck, of course. One flight deck. Yeah, I always forget to empty my recycle bin too. Oh, is that you, Lee? Are you going? You're the one going to EGCC from Tenerife South, are you? No worries, Jovial. Yes, I did. Yeah, update was at 4 PM. Alright. I'd forgotten that you're too good for wing views now. It's true, Demetrius. It's true. I'm slightly disappointed because I'm just getting really into the 737 in P3D, and I want to have more than just Ryanair to fly when it comes out for MSFS. But I guess it's a fair way off. We can always do historic things. Ready? No, weather is MSFS live weather, DJ Zolas. You're scared because of the A320s, boss. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna make for more comfortable flights, let's be honest. I don't know anyone who would rather actually be a passenger on a 737 than an A320, I don't think. Hell of a view, innit? Hell of a view. That's true. Still got good old TUI. And a few others, aren't there, in Europe? Do Eurowings operate 737 still? I think they do. And Norwegian, of course. I did a Southwest flight the other day, Jenny, actually. Can't actually remember where to, but I did do one. It was good. Somewhere in the middle. Once is phasing out all their 737-800s for A320 Neos and A321 Neos. Are they? I didn't know that. Yes, Smart Wings. Yes. Yeah, you're right. We're not just stuck with Ryanair. Oh, did you, Jason? I have plans for a King Air flight, probably next month. Oh, was this in preparation for the Bimbles? Were you trying things out for the Bimbles? Both ends of the island are blocked off by the volcanoes. Found out that all the tourists shoved the locals up into the mountains and settle, and they come down to work their summer jobs during the peak times. Oh, really? It's a bit sad. I can't wait for the A220 and MSFS. That's a proper unique little aircraft, isn't it? Just a gentle reminder, if you haven't yet clicked the like button under the stream, I'd be very appreciative of you doing so, because it does help other people discover my channel. And if you would like to subscribe, that would be awesome as well. You can also support the channel with a donation if you want to. And the best way to do that is to go to streamlabs.com/philbertflies. Or if you want to sign up for a monthly contribution, you can become a channel member and join the illustrious world of Club Filbert. Just click the join button underneath the video for all the details on that. Yeah, avionics are for the ground. Okay, Temnia, let's see if that does it. DA40 is too slow, I think. Can the DA40 do 160 knots? I don't think it can. Oh yes, Aeroflot. Aeroflot with the brain-killing Sheremetyevo scenery. It is. Gaming Ollie 12, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Yeah, take the Bonanza. That's a good choice. I was thinking people could bring the Bonanza. I still think everyone should buy the Kodiak. That's just my opinion. I will, Leo, yes, for sure. In fact, I'll be streaming the P3D version on sometime next week. Probably on Twitch. Oh, yes. Do also follow me. No, I'm not talking to you, son. Do also follow me over on Twitch. I do half my streams over there. Twitch.com/FilmAdvice. Beechcraft Baron, I don't know how, as I say, anything that can go 160 knots, Jason, should be fine. I don't know how fast that goes. Have you updated it, Scott? Because I got it just after, well, in fact, I got it before the update, but I flew it for the first time just after the update. And now I love it. I don't find it that hard in the grand scheme of things. I find it easier than the Caravan, if anything. Jet 2, of course. S7, yeah. Norwind I've never heard of. Turkish I didn't know flew them, but that's good to know, Demetrius. Is it still trying to kill you? What's it doing? Because loads of people have said this, that it's sort of really unstable and that. And I think maybe I've just been lucky. I don't know. But yeah, I found it all right. Purchase it on Contrail. It's about $30 US. Or you can purchase it from their website, I think. If you Google Kodiak 100 MSFS, you'll find that. You're scared of A320s and Transavia and KLM livery. You love the A320, especially the new. Why are you scared of them then, Demetrius? I don't understand. Yeah, so it's slightly more expensive on Contrail than buying it direct, I think. I think it's like $33 rather than $29 there. Oh, you've got yours from Just Fly It. Yeah, Just Flight usually has pretty good prices, actually. There was an issue where just after rotation it tried to bank cards. It was really hard to take off. Yeah, I heard about that. And I think the updates fixed it. Wojtek with a membership renewal, I think. I need to confirm on this page here. Because Streamlabs tells me nothing. Oh, was it an upgrade to Silver Boss? Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. It is about to be real, yeah. Oh, Tom, I've just seen you've still got your mod badge over here. I'm going to sort that out for you right now. First of all, problem, I've been having an absolute mare with the FBW last few days since switching over to the experimental version. To the point where you compiled it yourself from the source code to try and figure out what was going on. And did you find out what was going on, Richard? Dumb Tom. Let me tell you about the perks of Filbert, please. When you think your life's complete. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, when they start appearing in the schedule, I'm going to start flying KLM A320 Neos. Not even going to wait till the first flight. There you are. There you are. From the horse's mouth. If anyone here isn't yet a Club Filbert member, this is what you're missing out on. Oh yes, I still have some. And lot I didn't know. Your autopilot's totally screwed. Switch back to dev. Better, but still drops the autopilot all the time. Ooh. I don't know what to say, Richard. I don't know what to say. Have you got your controls installed? Because your controls, I've had trouble with the A32NX in the past, even when it's not being used. So that might be worth something to check. Otherwise, I can only assume it's some other add-on. Because... yeah, because it's been working fine for me and for most people, I think. Tarom, oh. Very Tarom based, isn't it? Rings a bell. Boa FYAE. I don't know what that means, Dennis. Sorry. Ah, Romania, right. Ah, yeah, it's another good idea, Simon. And you get a say in where I fly the next week as well, Pete. Club Filbert Gold is where it's at. There's a lot of love in Club Filbert Gold. You may have noticed that I've organised the group flight rather than voting on the flight. Well, not rather than voting, instead of having a vote. But you're still going to get a choice of stream for next week. I'm going to do one 737 stream to finish off that set of flights we were doing. I'm going to do the group flight and I'm going to do one more. And that will be all down to Club Filbert Gold and Emerald members to vote on. Jonathan, you've made it! Just going to cruise along. You left the flight soon because of dinner. Right on pushback, so just going to... oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a pity you didn't get up in the air before dinner, isn't it? But such is the simming life. You get to exert a slight amount of control over someone else's life. How much do I need? You give me loads of love in silver. I'm not talking about... I'm just making the point that, you know, I love all Club Filbert members. But the higher the tier, the more I love you. It's not the other way round. It's not that I feel that you don't love me. It's just... you know, I just don't love you quite as much as gold members. That's all I'm saying, Jess. Still doesn't work. Get on their Discord, Tap Neo. They might be able to give you some tips. I don't know. Currently flying behind me at managed out, flight level 380, not maintaining the altitude. Did you see Simon's message about checking your keybinds? I think that might be a good idea. Could be something that you're using that's dual bound that's disconnecting the autopilot, maybe. You know what they say, you don't get out for now. And you don't get everything for a middling amount. Oh, I've heard of Sky Up. Yeah. Don't have any. Do we have? Yeah, we do actually have Ukrainian scenery, don't we? Yeah. It's true. 737s are. There's still lots to look forward to. You give donations to. That is special love. That's true. That is true. Yeah, that is true. And they. I mean, you could call it special love. As I say, I'm not questioning the amount of love that you're giving me. It's just a donation buys you temporary love. Do you know what I mean? Whereas a Club Filbert membership buys you a sort of permanent base level of love, which you can then top up, which is what you do basically, your silver, and then your donations. It's true. It's true. You probably do have Club Filbert gold levels of love from Jason because of your donations. Yeah. So temporary love is also available to purchase via streamlabs.com/FilbertFlies, if anyone was considering it. Paid favoritism. Exactly that, Tom. Yeah, it's true. There's the whole USA. There's just not that many good sceneries in the USA compared with Europe. Otherwise, I'd fly there more. Yeah. You're kind of assuming there, Jason, that it is actually possible to leave Club Filbert once you're in, and I'm not convinced. Right, I'm going to get another beer, I think. I'll be back in a second. Maybe a bite to eat as well. Yes. Beer and nibbles. See you in a second. I'm back with beer and a mince pie. Got you by the short and curly. Actually, Jason, that's more of a that's going to be a Club Filbert Diamond service. Yeah, I like the idea of temporary love. Sonics. Oh, okay. There are more 737 operators in Europe than I realised. Then. Ah, they're online, are they? Good. Yeah. So Lisbon departure arrival. Oh, temporary. £1.23. Thank you very much. And I'm guessing that that's Simon, who already has quite a lot of base level love. Well. Yeah, almost the maximum possible level of base level love through his dual membership which includes Club Filbert Emerald. But yeah, that's certainly a well worth it for a temporary top-up sign. Yeah, so Lisbon departure arrival, he is doing an exam, which Wojtek found earlier on. So he's got his work cut out for him. Has to be a song in there. We got Corendon. Yeah, true. Plus, of course, years of historic flights, which I'll be happy to simulate. There isn't a finite amount of love in my heart, Jenny, though. And Tower as well, excellent. Jenny, I don't expect you to go beyond Club Filbert Gold. That is the ultimate. That is the ultimate level. And yeah, there is more love available. But you know you can have too much love in your life. Yeah. Yeah, bits is also a nice way to buy temporary love. That's also an option, of course. Bits is starting to sound a bit Christmassy, this song, isn't it, with the bells in the background? What's it called? Winter Fresh by Sven Lindvall and Daniel Friedel. Oh, well, it's nearly over. You keep flying unmarked 727s, as shown in Narcos Mexico with the call sign Snow Powder into Manchester. Would you get this .walloped? I don't think you'd get .walloped, and it wouldn't break my immersion because I won't be there, Vojtek. Oh, wait, you're talking about my next flight when I actually am flying to Manchester. Yeah, that would kill my immersion. And everyone's watching us immersion as well, to be honest. Hospital records, London electricity spread. No. You can have too much from me, Jason. What I'm saying is... I don't know, I've lost what I'm saying. I don't know what I was saying. But anyway, yeah, good. Wait, is that bar at the top wrong? Is the Benet overlay playing? Because as far as I can tell, kind of near... No, it is right. I've just got my ND zoomed out a lot. Yes, indeed. But 220s are going to be better than 717s, aren't they? And A320s are going to be better than 737s. Them's the facts. I've already got one on the go, Jason. I can't have two at once. And both those very light. It's a Scottish 70 shilling homebrew that I'm drinking at the moment. It's a nice, it's a good flying beer. Not too strong. I think it's about 3.5–4%. Just wets your whistle without making you drunk. So how far out are we from having some sort of controlled airspace? Oh, it's fully staffed. We've got Lisboa control, Lisboa approach, and Lisboa tower. So not totally fully staffed, but well staffed. We'll be contacting Lisboa Centre on 125.55 shortly. So you got 29 arrivals. No wonder they haven't done the usual thing of sending out a ping on VPilot, because he's got his exam. He's got enough to be getting on with. That's so interesting. So Lisbon controls all the way down to and including Madeira. Didn't know that. Wojtek and Pete seem to have put a lot of time into this future flight. Someone else made the A220 originally. Yeah, I think it was Bombardier. I'm not 100% sure, but that sounds right. Yeah, and it was called the C something or other, wasn't it? I don't know. Yeah, it did have a different name originally, and then Airbus bought it out. Wojtek found out earlier on. I don't know where he got it from, but he posted it on the Discord. Bombardier C series, there we are. Thanks, Sam. Somehow the 80s guitar really fits this this view. Feels like this could have been from a TAP ad from the 80s, in fact. Then why do they have the Airbus stick? Is it the Airbus stick, or is it just another side stick? I don't believe Airbus can have patented all the side stick technology. I am using the experimental, yeah, but I don't think there's a need to, because it's drawn my approach perfectly. Oh, it's in the Volanta events, is it? Right, okay. Enrique, hello. Which is the approach you have on the banner with flight info? Oh, so the app. Not the. It's called Bene Overlay. There's a link in the video description to it. But it's just a streaming overlay, so I don't see it when I'm flying. It's just for you guys. Which other... I don't know. I'm trying to think if Bombardier have any other planes with side sticks. I mean, they're kind of in use in military jets, don't forget. You know, the similar sort of setup. Even Cirruses have side sticks, you know. I don't know if they're exactly the same in terms of fly-by-wire, but they must have some kind of control like this. Ah, cool. What are you, which one are you going to start with, Mark? You look below on the MCD, you can tweak the turn. I know you can add custom waypoints, but I don't think there's a need to in this instance, because it's got all of my waypoints looking pretty accurate, I think. Might have a little bit of a weird thing at the end, actually. Has got a bit of a weird thing at the end. But it does that, but it's not going to take me around that loop, and that loop might disappear as we get closer. That straight in looks perfect, actually. Oh no, we got double PESEX, that's why. Oh, it's got flap speeds in here. Flap extension points in here now. So we definitely don't want that PESEX, that could go. Let me look at the chart rather than just randomly deleting waypoints, eh? Yeah. PESEX netvo ocnib. But they're all on the glide slope, so that's alright. So yeah, we'll intercept the glide after PESEX. Oh yes, there we are, it's sorted itself out now. Get rid of that discontinuity. Okay then. But anyway, we'll be on the ILS by that point, so it doesn't really matter. It's almost like it doesn't know. Yeah, it's put these flap extension speeds in the wrong place. I don't want them. Delete them. No. Shame. Is it Cirruses or Cirri? It's a good question. Or is it Cirri AE? Could be Cirri AE. You have decals on the way from Russia for the LATAM 777-300, the Star Wars Stormtroop. Oh, nice! The overfly button. Oh, I don't know about this. But there aren't any waypoints that is going to cut short. This is how the approach should look, with the exception, of course, of these flat points. But how would you use the overfly button? Yes, I've heard that too, Demetrius. Yeah. Right, let's have a little think about our top of descent. Yeah, I've never used the overfly button, to be honest. So at Ligre we want to be at or below flight level 190. Let's do some quick calculations. You click on the waypoint and you click the overfly button and it makes sure it goes to that waypoint. Alright, but it does go to the waypoint anyway. That's what I don't understand. So we want to start our descent no more than 60 nautical miles away from Ligre. And I just want to make sure then that gives us time to get down to 4,000 feet by our top of descent. So we're going to switch that around. 19,000 in here. 4,000 in here, so we need 47 nautical miles, and we've got 33 from Ligre to PT418, 33, 39, 45, yeah, so we can, because, let me show you what I'm doing rather than just saying random numbers. Here's the navigraph window. This is our star, so we want to be at or below flight level 190 by Ligre. And then we want to be at or above 4,000 feet, which we will be, but at PESEX we want to be at 4,000 feet. And so basically what I was doing there is seeing how far in advance we needed to descend from flight level 190 here to 4,000 here, and it is less than this. So that's why we're planning to be at flight level 190 at Ligre. So we'll start our descent about 66. In fact, let's call it 70 because we want to slow down as well to 250. So 70 nautical miles, and we'll draw a radius around that so that we don't miss it. Oh, we've still got double PESEX, so we've got a hold at PESEX. We don't. On a hold at Pessex, we'll be straight in, and it can't do a hold anyway, even if we're not straight in. Right, so... ...70 nautical mile radius. Ooh, what have I missed here? Oh, Simon, he would. If you put this in screenshots, you should tag him. He'll be so excited. You just show the peeps. This is what Simon's up to at the moment. Beautiful. Really nice and grubby as well, isn't it? This livery. Yeah, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Sometimes it takes a shortcut, it just ensures you execute it by going over that way. Okay. I've never had it take a shortcut, so I'm not going to bother with it for this flight. Juliet Mike, first time on the stream, but really like that background. Oh, good! This was not my choice. Someone requested 80s tunes, so that's what we're having. Glad you're enjoying. You're back for the landing. Okay, Martin, see you soon. Just disengage the autopilot and fly the thing like a real pilot. Next model on the box is Shagbat. Not a clue. World War II and made by Supermarine. Same company that made the Spitfire. Is it a Hurricane? No, did Supermarine make the Hurricane? No, they didn't. That was Hawkins. Don't know. Land in Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport is brimming, confusing to taxi. It is. It is confusing to taxi around. Yeah, it is. So Scott, I'm very glad you've landed in Paris, but it does beg the question. No judgment, but what made you choose to fly to Paris rather than Tenerife South to Lisbon? Just asking. Just asking. You haven't bothered, you just saw a video on it. Okay, it's good to know. Good to know. Retro liveries fit so well on the 777-300. Yeah, they do. They do. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. How long ago was it last flown then? It doesn't have city scenery thrown in, no, but who was it? Was it Zanis? Might have been Zanis. I think it was. Someone, anyway, on my Discord recommended 2 photogrammetry add-ons that cover Lisbon, and they've also got the bridge sorted out as well. So it's going to be pretty spectacular. It means that when you come close to a turn, the fly-by-wire aircraft starts turning early to keep the turn within the banklet. Yeah, but why would you not want it to do that? That's what I don't get. Something about the 80s music, also happy upbeat. It's true. It's true. It's a positive time. It's a positive time. We are about to enter airspace, aren't we? Yeah. Yes. Got them tuned ready. In the meantime, I'm going to finish setting up for the arrival. The expected arrival. So let's get the latest weather at Lisboa. And let's just check the landing runway 3 is still in transition level. Put in now, that's 50. 330 at 7, the wind. QNH 1025. Temperature 11. And the baro minimums are 530 feet. Nice long runway, so we can use auto brake low. Now we're all good, ready to contact him. In fact, I think we can contact him now, to be honest with you.
Approach 119.1, boa noite.
119.1,
Ah, okay. Certain citizen stars with you. Lisbon Control, Air Portugal 112 Alpha at flight level 380, inbound Ligra.
Portugal 112 Alpha, Lisboa, boa noite, squawk 2150.
Squawk 2150, Air Portugal 112 Alpha, thank you. Didn't even say good evening, I just went straight in with it. I usually at least say
Portugal 1860, requisition. Portugal 1860, descend flight level 250.
Why are there 4 A320s for this game? 4 A3... There aren't, there's only the one, boss.
Inter 65 Quebec, continue descend flight level 280.
Did think I'd ask that, and the answer is shockingly poor. How many lashes do I need to give
flight
myself?
level 280,
Depends on
Quebec.
the answer, Scott. Still waiting for the answer, boss, you know? I'll be the judge of how poor or otherwise it is, you see. Also depends on your Club Filbert level, of course, a little bit. Fewer lashes for Emerald members than, say, Bronze members. Most of the time you wouldn't actually use it, right? I put +1. Ooh, +1 where?
Inter 55.
Oh yes, I did. Thank you.
Inter 55 Whiskey, contact Lisboa, approach 119.1.
119.1 and 550 Whiskey. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Inter 65 Quebec, descend flight level 250.
Descend flight level 250, Inter 65 Quebec.
Air Portugal 112 Alpha, identify flight level 380, continue to Ligra, clear direction, cleared Ligra 8 Alpha arrival.
I said earlier I'm using some photogrammetry as well as the Lisbon scene. No, you wouldn't have heard of any of these 80s tunes. That's the beauty of Epidemic Sounds. Nothing you've ever heard of ever.
Portugal 112 Alpha, Lisboa.
Lisboa, Air Portugal 112 Alpha, go ahead.
Air Portugal 112 Alpha, identify flight level 380, continue to Ligra, cleared Ligra 8 Alpha arrival.
Continue Ligra, cleared Ligra 8 Alpha arrival, Air Portugal 112 Alpha.
Air Azores 116, contact Lisboa, approach 119.1, boa noite.
119.1, muito obrigado, boa noite, Air Azores 116.
Azores 128, boa noite, contact Lisbon Center, flight level 25.
As we planned.
Air Azores 128, Lisboa, boa noite, identified, continue climb flight level 360.
Azores 128, continue climb to flight level 360.
Yeah, that makes sense, Richard. Yeah.
Air Azores 128, turn right 10 degrees.
You had to cook dinner and therefore would not have had time for VATSIM. Your Paris flight was offline. Fair enough, Scott. That's zero lashes, boss. 0 lashes. Although it does beg the question, what was Gabby doing? I'm joking. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Air Trans 33 Quebec, descend flight level 250.
Flight level 250, Eurotrans 33 Quebec.
Oh, right, yeah, he could have been talking about that, yeah. Just use the experimental, that's my advice. Phoenix, a model constructor
Portugal 1860, turn right 10 degrees.
Awesome Sky Express, a Greco, an A320 Neo model.
Right 10 degrees.
Oh, nice, nice. I've heard of Sky Express.
Air Portugal 11 Whiskey, Lisboa, boa noite, weather from far 300 degrees 5 knots, active runway 28, Q1H 101, correction 1024.
Don't tell her I asked that question.
Clear Lisboa, then you want Victor departure, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 0342.
And rightly so.
Q1H 1024.
Oh god, I'm starting to understand why she likes Ben more than me.
Initial flight 6000 feet, squawk 0342, Air Portugal 1.
Portugal 11 Whiskey, hit back, correct, break, Winter 65 Quebec, reduce speed 250 knots.
Reduce to 250 knots, Winter 65 Quebec.
And Winter 65 Quebec, contact Lisboa, approach 119.1, boa noite.
Over to approach, thank you very much, Winter 65 Quebec.
What was that, 119.1?
Aerotrans 33 Quebec, Lisboa.
Go ahead for Eurotrans 33 Quebec.
Eurotrans 33 Quebec, during descent, do not exceed 250 knots.
During descent, do not exceed 250 knots. Eurotrans 335.
He's doing some good sorting out of the separation.
Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf, during descent, do not exceed
if you get a
250
gaming
knots.
PC or not depends on your results. So far you've gotten 3 A's and a B+. Your full results coming in 3. Ooh. What do you need to get, Dean? Doing well so
Ryanair
far,
27
sounds
Sierra
of it.
Golf, during descent, do not exceed 250 knots.
Smash through the threatening no. Yes,
maximum
yes, fair enough.
27 Sierra Golf.
Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf, contact Lisbon, approach 119.1 with speed.
119.1 with speed, Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf, obrigado.
Air Azores 128, proceed direct commute.
Sometimes there's a dodgy experimental build, and then I would recommend
Portugal
the dev build.
1860, proceed
But,
direct to Busan.
yeah, at the moment it's good, so I think it's the one to go for. 16 variants, 318 with the 2 engine options. Yeah, he was talking about specifically for MSFS though.
This is Bow Control at Portugal 1129 with you, flight level 360 inbound Liga.
Air Portugal 1129 Lisboa, boa noite, squawk
I know you do, Scott.
3341.
I know.
Squawk 3341 at Portugal.
That would be the day I felt I'd made it in life. If Gabby turned around to you and said, "Look, I'm paying for your club filter from now." Really, just tried to fly the normal A32NX. The autopilot was making your plane go at 4,000 feet. Yeah. This is it. Gosh, that's a big change, isn't it? Just a big change. Just a timely reminder, if you haven't yet clicked the like button at the bottom of the video, I'd really appreciate that. And I'd also really appreciate a sub as well, while you're down there.
Portugal 1860, reduce speed to 50 knots and contact approach 119.1, boa noite.
Hope we're on the ground by about 21:30, Zulus. You'll have the dog nagging this way. I think we should be. 1609 in sim. It's now 1647. Yeah, so we should be on the ground, but probably not quite parked up yet. Can I remind you of the title of that Christmas acid art? Yeah, it's called Big Bad Santa, Sergio. Big Bad Santa. ATR's not available yet, is it? I don't think. Oh, sorry, did I miss something there? Can I help explain electrolysis? Not really, James. Not with any conviction. The blue ring for the distance. So, you go to your flight plan page, you tap the top waypoint, then you go to fix info,
Contact Lisbon,
type in the fix name, and then you put the radius down
At
here.
Portugal 1129, identified, flight level 360, cleared Liga 8 Alpha arrival.
Clear the Liga at Alpha arrival for Portugal 1129.
Yeah, the ATR's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. Well, I hope it's good.
At Portugal 11 Whiskey, stands 320, push and start approach facing east.
Yeah, I agree, Simon. I'm with you. Found it good. Will I play any more few what, James? We could also...
Air Portugal 1043, Lisboa, boa noite, identified. Continue to egg correction. After Cáceres, flight to egg zone, cleared egg zone 8 Alpha arrival.
Say again, for Portugal 1043.
Air Portugal 1043, cleared egg zone 8 Alpha arrival.
Cleared zone 8 Alpha arrival, Portugal 1043.
Air Portugal 112 Alpha, request descent.
Air Portugal 112 Alpha, descend flight level 250.
Descend flight level 250, Air Portugal 112 Alpha.
Air Portugal 112 Alpha, on conversion, do not exceed 250 knots.
We won't exceed 250 knots on conversion, Air Portugal 112 Alpha. Oh, there might be a freeway one out. I hadn't heard of it, but then I don't really have my finger on the pulse. Yeah, what I was going to say is we could do our minimum safe altitudes in the same way. So LIS. Not in database. Oh, because I put it twice like a noob. LIS.
Easy 172, Lisbon 18, squawk 2073.
And we want a radius of 25 and radials of 118 and 298. So basically the northern sector, as you can see on the map here, this north sector here, we cannot descend below 4,000 feet. And the south sector, we can't descend below 3,000. That's why I've done that.
Easy 172, identified flight level 380, cleared Liga 8 Alpha arrival.
Cleared Liga 8 Alpha arrival, easy 172.
So we've already converted, should be at 250 knots now. This is the Top Gun theme. It is very like the Top Gun theme, it's true. It's being developed by Milviz, and I think that Asobo are also developing one. I don't know when it's coming out. They are. There's definitely a 220 being worked on and a 350. In fact, both of those are being worked on. The 220 and 350.
Good evening, Trainer 30 Lima Zulu with you, level 310.
And I don't know about the 787.
Trainer 30 Lima Zulu, Lisboa, boa noite, identified. Report Mach number.
Mach point 75,
ATC is a
Trainer
bit
30
loud
Lima
here,
Zulu.
isn't it? I'll turn it down.
Roger. Breaker Portugal 1047 on the frequency.
Visual control, what are the Portugal?
It's very red. Yeah, it is. It is. That's one of the cool things about Australia. The Earth is like
Portugal
nowhere else.
1047, Lisboa, boa noite, identified. Report Mach number.
How far out are you now, Si?
Mach decimal 80, Air Portugal 1047.
Air Portugal 1047, reduce Mach decimal 77.
Mach 7, Air Portugal 1047.
Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, turn right 20 degrees.
Turn right by 20 degrees, Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu.
Air Portugal 1047, clear deck zone 8 Alpha arrival.
Zone 8 Alpha arrival, Air Portugal 1047.
Right, how are we doing with our descent versus where we want to be? Pretty well, I think. Yeah, absolutely fine. We want to be at or below flight level 190 here at Lingra. Lucky Air? I've never even heard of Lucky Air. Who are they? Oh wow, yeah, that is the BA livery with different colours. That is crazy. This is the Lucky Air livery here in the foreground. Will I play any more Train Sim World? Possibly. Yeah, probably at some point. Big Bad Centre playing on your Alexa spot. Brilliant. Oh, it's a Chinese airline, okay. Kunming. Wilbur doing art on the flight map now. Eh? Oh, this, I see, the range rings and that, yeah. I thought you meant in, thingamajig. The Volanta. Yeah, I'm doing a group flight on the 15th of January, James. Oh, yes, that's a point. Do join my Discord server. I bet the thing doesn't work, does it? I'll get you an invite. If you're not in my Discord server already, you should be. Right, invite. Copy. This is the link to my Discord server. Oh yes, that's the South African one. That's a subsidiary of BA, though, isn't it? That does have BA livery. I can't remember what they're called.
1,000 to go.
Checked. Comair, that's the one. Happy New Year to you too, James. I think I have a weather a company message. I don't think you get weather messages in the A32NX, do you? Oh, it's free text from someone. Private chat unlocked. Who's DS1573? Why haven't I heard anything on this frequency for a while? Oh Christ, it's changed frequencies. Why has it changed frequencies?
Report when is the fly level request 340 and direct it to OSD. Portugal 0944. What is the final flight level you want to fly, sir? Pode ser o 336. O que quiser, eu só preciso que me informe qual é o que quer. 360. Lisbon, Roger, I'll call you shortly for higher. Break Air Portugal 1043, descent flight level 250.
Descent 250, Portugal 1043.
Lisbon Control Air Portugal 112 Alpha.
50 knots.
250 knots on speed, Air Portugal 1043.
Air Portugal 1047, descent flight level 250, one conversion speed 250 knots.
Flight level 250, speed 250 knots. We are already above that, Portugal 1047.
Roger.
Lisbon Control Air Portugal 112 Alpha.
Air Portugal 112 Alpha, I've been trying to call you, sir. Reduce speed 220 knots and approach 119.1.
Speed 220 knots and approach on 119.1. My apologies, the aircraft changed frequency by itself. Thanks for your service, bye-bye.
No worries.
Right, I think it's time to kill the music.
Abscal 09, confirm indicate the airspeed.
200 knots.
Lisboa. Ryanair 27 Serra Golf, descent 4,000 feet, clear approach runway 03.
4,000 feet, clear approach runway 03, Ryanair 27 Serra Golf.
Lisbon approach Air Portugal 112 Alpha at flight level 250, speed 220 knots inbound Ligra.
Direct to PSX, Gal 09.
Lisbon approach runway Air Portugal 2474 passing 2,300 feet.
Resort 116, cancel hold, turn right heading 130.
Right, heading 130, Resort is 116.
Lisbon approach Air Portugal 112 Alpha, flight level 250, inbound Ligra.
Aircraft level 112 Alpha, Lisbon identified, descent flight level 160. Information Charlie correct.
Descend flight level 160, and we have information Charlie Air Portugal 121.
Air Portugal 2474 passing 3,000 feet.
Aircraft 2474 identified
Right, I think we
passing
better use some
2,800
speed
feet,
brakes
flying flight level
to get us down because we're a little high here.
Flight level requested is 180. Air Portugal 2474.
Aircraft 2474, continue climb flight level 180.
Flight level 180.
The song was called Your Touch by Particle House featuring Le June.
Skyflyer 621, contact Lisbon Tower 18.1.
181, Skyflyer 621.
Got to see a beautiful Qantas 787 with the livery on Aussie
Aircraft
MSFS.
018, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1025.
It is nice, isn't it?
4,000 feet, QNH 1025.
Oh, I see in Dubai. You mean you actually saw the one that he has? That in Dubai.
Commander
Nice.
Yankee,
Group flights at 1300 Zulu on the 15th. All the
Inter
details are on my
65 Quebec,
Discord
continue
server.
descent flight level 70.
Down to 70, Pinter 65 Quebec.
Right, we must keep an eye on that radio now we know that it's changing itself for no reason. Unless the co-pilot's doing it, that might have been messed up.
Aircraft 08, clear, approach runway 03.
Clear, Harris, approach runway 03.
No, it's turned off.
Resort 116, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1025. Brake clear, proceed at PSX.
Welcome back, Martin. Good timing.
1025, direct PSX, Portugal, correction,
Yes,
Resort
Jason.
106.
Well, we will be with them. These two look a bit close together, don't they? Well, maybe they're outbounds. That's probably right. They're outbounds.
Published Tower 03, runner 27
Runner 27 contact Tower 118.1.
So I flew in here yesterday on,
181,
in P3D, and I got very, very lost during the taxi in.
Inter 65 Quebec, cancel hold, turn left heading 170.
Gosh, it's had to hold.
Left 170, Pinter 65 Quebec.
2 or 3 days ago, you saw a Ryanair flight from Manchester flying to a French airport.
flight level 240, descending
Oh Christ, imagine that. Terrifying.
Aircraft 1043, Lisbon approach identified,
prepare for
information
arrival.
Charlie current. Continue descent flight level 100.
Ah, okay, I'll check that afterwards. Thanks, Newbridge.
100.
That's in the one of the assistance menus, is it, I guess? Oh, keyboard settings, right. But even then, I've knowingly touched any of the keys.
Aircraft 186 here, descent flight level 80.
Right, let's get the seatbelt sign on.
World Express 33 Quebec, descent flight level 100.
Descent flight level 100, Eurotrans 33 Quebec.
In Portugal, 784 is reaching flight level 240.
Capital 784, contact Visual Control 125.55.
Visual control on 125.55, Portugal 784. Muito obrigado, boa.
London Control didn't like hearing that.
Result 116, clear as approach runway 03.
After that Ryanair flight, French rules say you have to isolate for 48 hours after arrival. Oh,
Visual
yeah.
approach,
Gosh,
getting
it's the
Portugal
last thing you need after
1047,
something that
flight
scary,
level
isn't it?
257, descending 250.
Capital 1047, Visual approach identified, information Charlie current, descent flight level 120.
Descent flight level 120 will gradually approach 1047.
On glass 12 ARS, 03.
Be nice if they'd actually see.
Winter 65 Quebec, proceed right past X, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1025.
So do I, Jace.
QNH 1025, descending 4,000, direct PESX, or PESX, sorry, Winter 65 Quebec.
Gosh,
Capital 018, contact is Hotel 118.1.
Right, let's pre-tune tower, so that's one less thing to worry about. That's fun. But we will not switch the frequencies.
Lisbon, good evening, Ryanair 30 Lima 0 level 260 Inter Charlie.
Capital 1860, come hello, turn right heading 160. Capital 1860, sorry.
He's good, this guy. I think he's going to pass his exam.
Capital 2474, contact Lisbon Control 125.550.
Lisbon Control 125.550, approach 2474, rest put sorte.
And we'll get the LS mode on, ready. We'll check our ILS tuning, it's always good practice, even though I think we should rely on this plane to do it right. Let's just see. 109
26, 5x5.
Yep.
Lisbon approach, Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, level 250, Inter Charlie.
Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, Lisbon approach identified, information Charlie, continue descent at level 130.
Continue descent 130, Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu.
Lisbon approach 18, Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf, going around due to traffic on runway, and we are declaring minimum fuel on board.
Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf, stop climb 3,000 feet, turn right, heading 120.
120 by
He's
the right.
really getting it all tonight.
3,000, Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf.
Lisboa Reserves 116, establish LS 03.
Reserves 116, contact tower 18.1.
118.1, muito obrigado, boa noite, Reserves 116.
Easy 130 with you, flight level 250.
Easy 172 Lisboa, identified, information Charlie current, descent at level 100.
Descent level
Do
100,
a little more
easy
descent, to be
130.
honest with you. We'll get down in time, 38 nautical miles we need. Alright.
Capital 1860, proceed at PESX.
I'm sure he's on it. I know, you've got to remember, however stressful it is for us when things go wrong as pilots, for them it must be even worse.
Capital 1860, descent, flight level 50. World Express 33, Quebec, descent at level 60. Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, turn left heading 220.
Left heading 220, Ryanair 30 Lima
Tempted to
Zulu.
ask for further descent, but I don't want to add to his work. I'm sure he is. But I'm also slightly worried I misheard when he said 16. He said flight level. No, he wouldn't have said flight level 60, would he? Yeah, he might have done transition levels 50. Can I ask him? No.
Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf, turn right heading 200.
200 by the right, Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf.
Air Portugal 756, boa noite, maintaining flight level 30, request 40 to travel to something.
Portugal 756, Lisboa approach identified, maintain present heading, continue climb flight level 100.
Negative, Portugal 756, would like to maintain 4,000 for now. We have a landing gear problem, we need to troubleshoot.
Portugal 756, Roger, maintain 4,000.
4,000.
Lisbon approach, Air Portugal 112 Alpha. Just confirm you still want us at flight level 160.
Go 112 Alpha, turn right heading 190 and descend flight level 80.
Right heading 190 and descend flight level 80. Thank you, XON. Much
not
appreciated.
wearing any pen or emergency
Glad
at the
you're
moment.
enjoying.
Landing gear is still down. We need to return.
Come at a good time. This is going to be a
Go
lovely, lovely
756,
approach
turn right heading 160.
into Lisbon, I think.
160.
Which is just down here behind us. This is Lisbon, the city. All guys got go around's landing gear issues, minimum fuel.
756, what can you get us for the night left?
756 again.
Go 756, what can you get us for the night left? Which one?
Let's go 756, runway 03.
Roger, who would like 50? Let's go 1860, request further.
Let's go 1860, descend 4000 feet, KNH 1025.
Descend 4000 feet, KNH 1025, let's go 1860.
Yeah, but well, it's delay vectors in it, which is better than a hold.
65 Quebec is past PSX.
Inter 65 Quebec, contact tower 118.1.
He's got 32 arrivals, good grief.
Inter 65 Quebec, contact visual tower 118.1. Let's go 043, reduce to minimum clean speed, continue descent at level 60.
Looks like this could be a challenge. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a challenge for him. I think what's going to happen with us
1043, continue descent
is
at
we're
level
going
60.
to be kept out of the way for a little while he deals with these emergencies. And then we'll be given vectors to final, so it should be... I'm not that stressed now. I'm not stressed now. As long as he doesn't forget about us and just leave us on this heading flight. Couldn't have got a worse day for his exam, no. Only big challenge
And go turn right heading 250.
Personally find in these situations maintaining speed and managing speed and altitude. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It is tricky. I mean, at the moment, I'm just staying at 220.
Go 576, turn
I was given,
right heading 200.
There doesn't seem to be any great rush for us to get down, so...
After go 112 Alpha, turn right heading 320.
Right heading 320, airport to 112 Alpha. See, now he's turned us right. I might use a little bit of speed brake. In case we can get an early turn to final, and I would like to be at 8. That's or flight level 80 rather. He is doing good. I agree. So a hold is the published procedure, which looks like what do you call it? You call it a stretched circle with 2 parallel sides. I don't know. That's what a hold is. So you'll be told to fly to hold at PSX, for example, and that's published with inbound and outbound headings, and a proper plane can just fly that.
Or the express 33 Quebec on fellow, turn
if you're
right
giving
heading
headings to fly rather than a hold, then that's what delay vectors are. It's like you picked the wrong week to quit drinking. Yes.
Connect to 7 Golf, turn right heading 320, clear us for 33.
I've got no regrets about my 2 beers, put it that way. Best way to learn VATSIM, in my opinion, is Aviation Pros videos. Co-pilot agrees, you see.
No, it's not called... descent at level 70.
Descent flight level 70, airport to 112 Alpha.
Let's go 1040, continue descent 4000 feet, KNH 1025.
An oval doesn't have parallel sides. Is it? It's curved all the way
KNH
around.
1025, break brake, Road Express 33 Quebec, descent at level 50.
All the video monitors inside the terminal for connection.
Yeah, this
Let's go 1043,
this is the guy who I learned it.
Now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll collect any off-service items. newspapers and any other items that you wish to discuss.
Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, turn right heading 240.
Also, in preparation for landing,
Right heading 240, Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu.
With the link I just posted above your message, though, he's really good. He's done some great
use
tutorials on
caution
it. So
when opening the overhead
he's where I
bin,
learned most
as
of my
items
stuff.
may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position.
Oh, that's German for butterfly. I thought it sounded.
We'll be landing shortly. Thank you.
1000 to go.
Checked.
Episcol 112 Alpha, continue descent at level 60.
Continue descent flight level 60. Airport 112.
Episcol 1047, turn right heading 220.
Right to actually.
For what, Dylan? For what?
Actually, responding airport to 1047.
Racetrack.
Episcol 1047,
Yeah, okay.
unreadable second.
SIM is unresponsive, Portugal 1047. I think we'll disconnect.
Episcol 1043, confirming on PSX.
Affirm, going PSX, check up to the...
1000 to go.
Going direct to the airport.
Episcol 1043, clear us approach runway 03.
Clear us approach 103, airport 03, airport 1043.
Right.
Episcol 1043, continue descent 3000 feet.
Continue descent 3000 feet, airport 1043.
This is all very exciting.
Episcol 756, turn right heading 250.
250,
Easy 172, continue descent at level 70.
Continue descent level 70, easy 172.
Established IO03, Ryanair 27 Sierra Golf.
27 Sierra Golf, contact tower 118.1, boa tarde.
118.1, a responder.
Episcol 756, please confirm we have
So this is what we're doing at the moment.
Episcol 756, the
Hang in
traffic
here.
is connected now.
Hi.
Proceed at SpaceX.
See direct PSX.
Again, TAP 107, we solved the issue.
Thank you, Buzz. I'm glad you're here.
Episcol 1047, heading 220.
20, Episcol 107.
World Express 33 Quebec, proceed at PSX.
Direct PSX, World Express 33.
Episcol 112, turn right heading 110.
Right, heading 110, Air Portugal 112 Alpha.
Unit Lisbon approach airport Volgononiski, flight level 180, inbound Trojan.
Episcol 1 Whiskey, Lisbon approach low. Identify the information Charlie current.
Mickey, because the transition level here is flight level 50, so we're still above it.
Current, stay at flight level 180, airport Volgononiski.
Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, descent at level 80.
Level 80, Ryanair
Really
30 Lima
switches.
Zulu.
Nice. The Greek ATC have a reputation for being particularly good then. So. Wish you took the CRJ. You hate flying without something that's VNAV capable. I know.
Episcol 756, descent
I've been
3000
spoiled
feet.
lately with all my P3D flying, to be honest.
Episcol 1047, descent at level 70.
It's quite nice to be the only EasyJet on frequency. It means you hear every radio call.
Flight
Yeah,
level
must
70,
be.
Episcol 1047.
Must be. So am I right at the back
World
now?
Express
do we think?
33 Quebec, descent 4000 feet, Canadian 1025, clear us approach 103.
Descent 4,000 feet.
Oh no, there are some people behind. Easy 172, that's yours, isn't it?
World Express 33.
Episcol 756, clear us approach 103. Episcol 756, clear us approach 103.
Sorry about that, 756, clear ILS 33.
So I reckon what's going to happen at some point now is we're going to get cleared direct to Pezex,
30 Lima Zulu,
and
descent of level
clear to
70.
descend to 4,000 feet.
Level 70,
Probably
runway
what's gonna
30
happen
Lima
soon,
Zulu.
I hope.
30 Lima Zulu, correction, descent of level
So that for the
60.
exit, oh okay, right, oh it's a nice
60,
exit.
runway 30 Lima Zulu.
The more east you go, the louder they speak. I like that.
Approach 11 Alpha, proceed at Pezex.
See direct Pezex, Airport 112 Alpha.
Easy 172, descent at level 50, proceed at Pezex.
Descent level 50, direct to Pezex.
No worries, Mickey. So transition altitude.
Approach 11 Alpha, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1025.
Descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1025, Airport 112 Alpha. I'll come back to that.
Approach 1043, contact Lisbon Tower 118.1.
Lisbon Tower 118.1, approach 10.
Approach 756, reduce to minimum approach speed.
Minimal approach speed 756.
QNH 1025 set.
1025 set. Passing 6,100. Now.
Checked.
Approach 756, cancel left and left heading 290.
Confirmed.
Ecom status.
Negative.
Checked.
756, we have a landing gear
Seatbelts.
problem.
On.
Super unestablished.
Barrel
Pen,
ref.
we need priority landing.
1025 set.
1025 set. Minimum.
Yeah, loads of fuel. Loads of fuel. 530 feet set.
Approach 756, contact tower 118.1.
Set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Yes, what was I saying? Transition altitude is published in the charts. That's the point at which you change from local pressure to standard pressure.
1047, turn
On the
right
way down,
heading
you're
300.
looking for the transition level, which is normally given by ATC in most parts of the world. Sometimes it's in the chart, but usually not. To get that, you can estimate by adding
1112 Alpha, clear
to go.
approach 103.
cleared ILS approach, runway 03, approach 112 Alpha.
Approach 1047, proceed at Pezex.
Yeah, I think I've said everything I need to say.
Direct Pezex at 1047.
About transition levels and altitudes. Lisbon control, any speed restriction for airport 112 Alpha? Don't want to stop doing 220.
Approach 1112, maintain speed 200 knot.
Maintain 200 knots, airport 112 Alpha. Right, it's all going swimmingly now. Below the glide, we're going to intercept the localizer so we can arm approach node. We'll, take 200 until he tells us otherwise.
Approach 1040 on my frequency.
This is very exciting.
Lisbon, airport 1043, going
Hoggers
around.
approach.
Approach 1043, stop climb at level 60. Turn left heading 260.
Left 260, stop climb 60, airport 1043.
Approach World Express 26, back passing Pezex.
Easy 172, confirm indicator speed.
180, 8122.
Easy 172, increase speed 220 knot.
220 knot, easy 172.
World Express 33, expect contact tower 118.1.
118.1, World Express 33, expect.
No, he said 200. I was
on
on
240,
220.
left heading 260.
Thank you, 260 left, 1043.
Runner 30 Lima Zulu, proceed at Pezex.
Direct Pezex, runner 30 Lima Zulu.
Airport 1 Whiskey requesting for the descent.
Approach 1 Whiskey, you are instructed to descend at level 130. Continue descent at level 70.
Continue descent at level 70, airport 1 Whiskey.
Hope so,
Portugal
Jonathan.
1047, head speed 180 knots.
Reduce 180 knots, Portugal 1047.
What are you doing, plane? What are you doing? When I said direct PESEX, I wanted you to go direct to PESEX. Not bypass it. This is like the old days.
Easy 172, descent 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, easy 172.
Portugal 1047, Central level 50.
Flight level 50, Portugal 1047.
Air Portugal 112 Alpha, request speed 180 if possible.
Portugal 1112, head speed 180 knots.
Do speed 180 knots, Air Portugal 112. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
And Air Portugal 112 Alpha, overhead PESEX.
Portugal 1047, head speed 160 knots.
160 knots, Portugal 1047.
Yes.
Portugal 1112 Alpha, contact tower 118.1.
Tower on 118.1, Air Portugal 112. Thanks very much for your help.
3 knots, 1903, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 03, 32. Land 26, thank you, contact approach, 119 full left of ice.
Muito obrigado pelos alertas.
Bye.
Lisbon Tower, Air Portugal 112 Alpha, established ILS 03.
Portugal 112 Alpha, Lisbon Tower low, continue approach, runway 03, wind check 3303.
Continue approach 03, Air Portugal 112 Alpha, currently 180 knots, request speed reduction.
Portugal 112 Alpha, maintain 180 until 6.
Maintain 180 until 6, Air Portugal 112 Alpha. That's close to be doing
Radar
180
altimeter
knots.
alive.
Anyway, look at the scene, isn't this stunning? Yeah, as I said earlier, Jason, transition altitude is the figure you use on the ascent as you climb. It's not the same as the transition level, which is usually given by ATC, which is the height at which you change from standard to local pressure down. Yeah, 60 me near us, damn it. Flaps 2.
Checked.
Gear down. Flaps 2.
Speed checked.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Flaps 2. Gear down.
Yeah, it's stunning scene. Flaps 3.
Speed checked.
Go 112 Alpha, wind
Flaps 3.
3 knots, runway 03, clear to land.
Runway 03 clear to land, Air Portugal 112 Alpha. Flaps 4.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Just look at that. Little bit stuttery, but worth it.
Cabin crew, be seated for landing.
Ground,
So beautiful. I love Lisbon. And this photograph. Excellent. Landing checklist.
Checked.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
Ecam Memo.
Landing day blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Lisbon Tower, easy 1.
Yeah, we'll have a good look around. Yeah, sure. 180 till 6 was fine. You were right, son.
3172, Lisbon Tower low, continue approach, runway 03, wind check 3303.
Ground as well, nice. I wish they could sort out the audio between different frequencies, because it's
500.
really quiet.
500. 500.
Right, I'll catch up with the chat when I'm down. And now, concentrate.
400. 400. 300. 300. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum.
Continue.
Checked.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel.
Welcome to Lisbon.
$70 knots.
Vacate here. Where can I vacate? I can't vacate there. Christ, where do I get off this runway? Guess on the cross runway, right? Should have looked at the chart, innit?
Easy 122 short final 03.
172, continue approach traffic on the runway.
Continue approach.
That was smooth, isn't it? Portugal 112 Alpha runway vacated.
172, wind 350, cruise 5 knots, runway 03, clear flight.
Complete land runway 020, easy 172.
Portugal 112 Alpha, welcome to Lisbon. Contact ground 121.75 on that.
Round on 121.75. Portugal 112 Alpha. Thanks very much. Bye bye. Cool! Not bad, I think. Not bad. Round on 121.75. Let's just stop because I cannot multitask. Two, 1.7. Yeah, lots of 300 callouts, weren't there?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely. This will be your indication that it is safe to move around the cabin, gather your belongings and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and we hope to see you once again on a future flight.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
evening.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Fitchburg ground, good evening. Air Portugal 112 Alpha vacated on.
Air Portugal 112 Alpha. Hello, sir. Welcome to Lisboa. Taxi via Alpha to stand 122.
Via Alpha to stand 122. Air Portugal 112 Alpha. Oof, frames have gone down a little bit now. But never mind. Yeah, it's in the ATIS, Jason. It's in the ATIS. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Could have been deadlier. Could have been a lot deadlier, I think. Just by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe, team. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Right, what stand are we looking for? So it's got big T's. Now, this MK Studios scenery is one of my favourites in P3D, and it is not one of my favourites in MSFS. I have to say, I don't think it's even one of MK Studios' best, which is a little bit of a shame. You know, it's fine. It's just not quite as good as they can be. Okay, 122 down at terminal. 31 feet per minute. That's very good. Well, I mean, there are those who would argue it's a little bit too light. But well done.
Easy 172, hello sir, welcome to Lisbon, taxi via Quebec, Mike and Zulu 17209.
Frame rate seems to have sorted itself out. That's good.
Taxi via Quebec,
Yeah, it is a bit
Mike
naff.
Zulu.
It's alright.
172.
It's alright, but it's so beautiful in B3D. We flew there actually. I don't.
Stand 209, easy 172.
Thank you.
Here's Aussie. Where's everyone else gone? I don't see anyone here. Maybe been to parks at the low cost stands, I'm not sure. Two, 4, 2, 3, and 2, 2. I know! Taxi light off. Always hit or miss. Yeah, yeah. I was very impressed by their Helsinki. I don't know. We'll have a proper look around. It could be partly the light. Like the ground textures here look pretty good, don't they? I'm going to try and aim for the second line without looking outside. I'm going to say it's there. Now we can look outside. Oh, a little bit short. Still. Close enough. Close enough. Right, APU bleed is on. Engines can come off. Seatbelt sign.
Boy to F12 1047
Get the external power on.
Airport 1047, I've hit you 2. Taxi via Alpha to stand 114.
Beacon can come off.
Taxi Alpha, stand 114, Airport 1047.
Nice. Got a great photo shoot going on down the low cost ramp earlier. I used track IR5 with a Delan clip. I'm afraid I don't speak Russian. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on. Ah, he's parked in next to me. That's good. Nav logo on. Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
On and out.
Parking checklist complete.
Right, let me catch up with the chat because I did miss quite a lot during the approach. I think right. We've got guess it. It is a POG approach, Scott, isn't it? It is really nice. Ready for smooth landing. Right, yeah. We'll come to the landing rate in a minute. Wing view, not on 5 minutes. Nicely placed, thank you. What looks better? Oh, it looks better this end. Yeah, once you're close to the terminal, it does look a bit better, I think. Wojtek's going to have some really foggy screenshots. Good. I mean, of course, if you'd flown Air Portugal A320s, then we could all have foggy screenshots, but we can't. But we will come visit you anyway. This is MK Studios Lisbon. There's a link in the video description to all the scene photos. Yeah, so let's decide if... So we've got a bit of transparency here, which maintains the tint from the inside, which is good.
Grand, good evening, trainer 30 Lima Zulu, Hotel 4.
Modeling's is good, nothing to complain about there. Good bit of texturing. Pretty crisp.
Trainer 30 Lima Zulu, Squawking Charlie.
I see you now. Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, welcome to Lisbon.
Nice
Via
lights.
Uniform Quebec and Mike to stand to 06.
See, there's nothing inherently wrong with it.
Uniform Quebec and Mike stand to 06.
I don't know. It just doesn't excite me like even Helsinki did. It is crispy. It is crispy. I wouldn't say it is blocky. Maybe it's just the. I don't know. As I say, P3D, I love it. Here, I don't, and I can't put my finger on it. No transparent glass up here, which is a bit of a shame. The textures are all right. We do have transparent glass here with a little bit of interior modelling. Gogo Asa, thank you very much for the sub. Jolly decent of you. This isn't the low-cost ramp. The low-cost ramp is over here. This is where Ryanair park. This bit here. This is where EasyJet. I think you're just down here because you don't have jet planes over this. It's better than the Jakarta FSX scenery. Way behind you now, though, boss. You had to hold for at least 20 minutes. Oh God, are you down now, though, Mark? So this is Wojtek and well, there were three CRJs, weren't there? Who's disconnected? Is Marcus still to come, or is Piotr still to come? To see. So Piotr's there. That's weird. The lantern's showing me 3 aircraft. 3 CRJs. I only see 2. Why? Maybe the one in the middle's disconnected for some reason. Ah, you had to go. Okay, right. You were before me, but you had to disconnect. Oh, okay. You had to disconnect because of the holds, did you? Ah, Peter. Right, he disconnected. Okay. Yeah, let's have a quick look at the low cost.
Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, turn left on Lima Zulu 3 to stand to 06.
Sorry, Ryanair 30 Lima Zulu, left on Lima Zulu 3 stand to 06.
Ooh, they changed runways. Who's this? In the opposite direction. And why? Yeah, wind still suggests 03. I don't know. Anyway, whatevs. Took a bit too long for you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Very entertaining as always. Oh, thank you, Richard. I'm glad. And, yeah. We'll go back to our aircraft. Oh, I mean, we should have a quick look. Frames have gone downhill a little bit. Oh, I must turn on multi-threading. I haven't done that. This is something that Zap Alex recommended. Oh, yeah. There's always something I haven't done. But I will do it. So yeah, we'll have a quick look at the local photogram. I don't propose to waste your time with a full fly past of Lisbon. But you can see the detail. It's a little bit melty in places, but I'd say it's better than a lot of the different stuff. Oh, that was 03. Oh yeah, it was. I'm getting muddled up. Yeah, I'm being an idiot. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was 03. For some reason, I thought we'd come from the opposite direction. God knows why. Because I taxied in the opposite direction. As you would if you land on 03. You just signed up for the VATSIM newbie event. Excellent. So there are others flying GA aircraft, so you'll do it in your TBM. Oh, nice. Good night and goodwill to you as well, Richard. And anyone else who's popping off. Next stream is going to be on Saturday on Twitch. Twitch.com/footballflies if you don't yet follow me there. And it's going to be at 1300 Zulu in the PMDG 737 in P3D. So that'll be quite exciting, I think. Hope you can make it.
Libo ground, Bonoit, Portugal 1043, runway 03, vacated on Auto 4.
You don't live in Lisbon, though, Dimitri.
Departure 1043.
Nice, Sergio.
Hello,
Nice to see you.
welcome to Lisbon via Alpha to stand 115.
It's really good, isn't it? Really detailed. Let's just have a quick look at this here, because
via Alpha,
it's fairly iconic. When I was in Lisbon, I got a scooter and scooted all the way along. from like the main city centre all the way down to the what they call it. It's like an art museum and an old power station. That's good, isn't it? They've even sorted out the cars driving over it, rather than having to go through the water like they do on a lot of default scenes. There's Jesus over there. See you Saturday, Martin. Thank you for coming. Yeah, see you then. Have a good rest of your week. This thing, what do they call it? I can't remember. It's quite melty, that structure. But this power station thing really looks some photos of that look better than this. Anyway, there you are. Lisbon photogrammetry goes very, very nicely with the airport, and there's a video link in the a download link in the description for VATSIM.TA. And we're back at the end. Right, I'm going to call it a day, I think. Okay, going back to bed. Okay, thank you for flying along, Aussie MSFS pilot. It's good to have you come. Glad you made it. Can't make it to the next one, unfortunately. Signed up for extracurricular lessons that take 7 hours. Oh, that's a lot of time to give up on a Saturday, isn't it? Ian, welcome. Don't apologise. Never apologise for missing it, but particularly today. You've been through a lot. Nice to see you. Do I know how to activate multi-threading? Not really. But it's something in the BIOS. I've got to get into the BIOS. I'll get into the BIOS, and then I think it should be fairly self-explanatory. But I can't remember what key gets me into the BIOS. It's not the usual ones like F2 or delete or whatever. I'll work it out. You're off too, but okay, no worries. Yeah, thank you for coming along, and see you Saturday. But you have a Zoom meeting at 14. Okay, well I should see you. I should see you for initial takeoff, and then probably the second sector if you're lucky. Yeah, Poggies indeed, Wojtek. Right, anyway, as I was saying, thanks ever so much to everyone who has flown along today. And a particular thank you to Temporary Love, who we think is signed, got no proof, for the £1.23 donation. And also thank you to Wojtek for becoming a silver member. Very much appreciated, boss. I will see those of you who are in Club Filbert Gold and Club Filbert Emerald in the voice chat in a couple of minutes' time. The rest of you, as I say, 1300 Zulu on Saturday is my next stream. Hope you can make it. See you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your weeks.
Whiskey,
bye-bye.
hello, welcome to Lisbon. Taxi by Alpha, 125, bye-bye. Yeah, Alpha, 10, 125, airport 2.